Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we're doing a live stream on YouTube. We're going to be testing out some decks in Standard, best of one, and the deck that we are going to be playing today is the Selesnya Enchantments deck featuring the new Heliod, the Radiant Dawn. So this is a deck I've played last month. I got Mythic with it, and then in part I've been kind of working on different versions, stuff like that. As you can see from the stats this season and last, I'm 16-5 with the deck. As tracked from Untapped. I played a bit on my phone as well, but I've been playing like a couple different versions, trying out new cards here and there to see what works out best. But I'll kind of give you a once over with the deck so you can see what it's all about, and then we'll get into some games. So the core of the deck it's built around Halo Haunting. Unlike the old past decks that were very aggressive, like the rune style strategy, this one's looking to try to go wide. Get value off each enchantment you cast, either pumping your creatures with generous visitors or generating tokens. There is a lot of like Rakdos or like Invoke Despair style decks that can incidentally get you. There's a lot of targeted removal, so I didn't want to be all in on a particular creature. The Halo Haunting provides you a lot of resilient bodies. So I paired that with Wedding Announcement. I really like this in the best of one format. It can provide card advantage, provides an anthem, provides you blockers to help you stabilize until you get to mid to late game, where then you kind of overpower them with the Hallowed Haunting. Heliod I've been reasonably impressed with having it as a one of. For the most part, I've never flipped it. It's mostly just in here as an enchantment itself. It could rebuy one of our enchantments from the graveyard as well. So that lets me rebuy stuff like a Jukai Naturalist maybe, if they blow up a Wedding Announcement, a Spirited Companion to get an extra card draw. It provides some utility and value from there. The card I was playing up till now, and the card we're going to be testing for the first time now, is Commune with the Spirits. I had Jukai Naturalist, whatever the one-drop Death Touch one was. It's been kind of underpowered. There's so many cutdowns and stuff going around. I wanted to just have maybe some more card advantage in the deck. This helps me to have some availability in terms of either revealing enchantments or lands. And so it's kind of like a 1 mana, look at the top 4, put the best card into your hand. Another card I'm going to be testing out is Teaching of the Kirans. So usually this card gets played as a 4 of in more of the graveyard-focused versions. So stuff like the White Saga to rebuy, if you're playing multiple copies of Catilda, since you can disturb it from the graveyard. Notice there's a lot of Corpse Praisers, Graveyard Trespassers, so I didn't want to be fully graveyard focused in the deck. The card I have also been playing more recently is Seal from Existence. It's basically your O-Ring style effect, but it has the added bonus of having Ward. The other kind of consideration for this slot was Commune with Spirits. While it does have the channel ability that you could blink and protect your stuff, it is limited to only hitting artifacts and creatures. This has the added flexibility of hitting planeswalkers as well, or enchantments. So if your opponent has like a Wedding Announcement, like a Fable if needed, like Chandra has been something I've hit a couple times. Chandra is really rough to go against, so this has been pretty good in the spot there. So yeah, the rest of the deck, this Generous Visitor makes your stuff bigger. Jukai Naturalist makes your stuff cheaper. Spirit Companion is just card draw. Ossification in the deck for some advantage as well. And then the Hallowed Haunting, like I said, is your main payoff. So we're going to take this to the ladder. I haven't playing too much this season. I apologize in advance if you hear any sort of dog. I am dog sitting. So we got 2 dogs hanging around. We are doing Standard best of one, and we are doing enchantments. So we got a full house of pups. So we'll give this a shot, see how it plays out. I've liked this deck, it feels fairly consistent for the most part, being able to both have like a go wide strategy, have some flexible removal. This hand looks good. The brush line is going to be a little painful, but as our only green source right now, but I think all things considered, give our opponent a hello. Infect humans. Interesting. So I'm going to set this up. We'll put the counter here. This lets me go Hallowed Haunting next turn. I'm eventually going to want to deal with this Initiate, because if it can start getting counters on it, it can blow up my stuff, which I'm not about that life. Okay, so we see Thalia. Thalia can be a little annoying in the deck. So here, I think we just ossification. Let's put one on Jukai and I'll put the other. You sometimes want to be mindful, like both of these are threats in their own way. So it's how you want to sequence. So do they want to get rid of the visitor? Do they want to get rid of the naturalist? Given I'm a little short on lands, we're going to go with that approach. This looks like the Naya humans list. We see how like Jukai allowed me to double spell there even through Athalia attacks. Next turn either I go Haunting. So it's a little annoying, this Peacekeeper, because it gives them the ability to name Seal from existence. So if I hit a land, it's not bad, because it lets me at least deal with that. And then I have pretty good attacks in. Naturally draw your third Seal to existence. I think we do this. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Mind you, if they trade here, I'm still fine. Hey Luis, it's going well. How about yourself? So they could put a counter on it, but like lands are good, spells are good. That's actually quite annoying. Okay, so we really need a land, ideally. Okay. They weren't dead. Had they known we just had mono Seal from existence in hand. But we did what we needed to do that game. I think 23 lines is fine. We have the card draw with the dog. We have Commune to help us find lines if needed. The Naturalist. I think we keep all things considered. It's a little slower of a hand, so if opponent's on more of an aggressive game plan. I wouldn't mind a green source on 2 so I could get Teachings going earlier. Teachings also provides some graveyard hate, which I kind of wanted. It also lets me play to that token game. I didn't. I stopped pushing so much for top 1200. It's just been life's been in the way to kind of go. I'd rather just try out decks and stuff. Okay, so we hit the green source, which is nice. I can go Teachings. Did you play in it? I also don't like sealed qualifiers that much. Okay, so this could be the flash. Get your 1/1s. Yep. So, go Teachings here. So with Teachings flipped, you can exile a creature, you get a spirit, or you can put counters. Nice job. I think we still get Hallowed Haunting going. Could Jukai Naturalist into... I think we still just do this for the turn. This has the highest like payoff rate because I could just keep making blockers. This is on cast. Okay, so we commune here. Hey Joao, how's it going? Get rid of you. We got Luis, we got Juan. It's me, MTG Z. So our hand's pretty good. Next turn I get to double spell. And then I could just go. So our count is 4 right now. We can go to 6. Sky Strike Officer's fine. They can draw a card, but our board's pretty good. Depending what we get. So I'm going to lead off. Okay, so with Harbin, there's still one short of getting flying. So I think we're okay. Hey, Magic. What should I do for the fundraiser? We were saying bad tribal decks. So for those who aren't aware, we were doing a fundraiser in April. All the money made from YouTube is being donated to charity. We had a really good turnout in terms of results. Interesting. I think this is worth trading here. We want to keep them, I think, off the spirit, off soldiers. Okay, Catilda's also nice. Giving us a big flat lifelinker, 6/6. So our choices are, I can lead with this. Or I can go Catilda and this. I think we lead with this, because if I find a land... I could also find removal, which would be good. Okay, so we found the land. So we'll do this if I find removal. Okay, we could go another Hallowed Haunting. So the choice here, so I can make the Spirit. I take 6. If they have 2 lords, it's 8. Okay, so let's see. So if I have 2 lords, it's 8. So 2 lords, 8, 10. 3 lords, 12. So I think it's safer just doing this. Because then if I draw any enchantment that's cheaper or a land next turn, so it lets me play. Okay, so Brutal Cathar will take out Catilda. It might have been right, Hallowed Haunting. So it's 9. So land or cheap enchantment. Perfect. And then I get rid of Brutal Cathar. I want to just get the diamond, where like mid-platinum, and then I'll play like tribal decks. And that should be lethal. And that's why I like the Hallowed Hauntings. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do a league. We'll pick a tribal deck. I want to get some games in with this for a video. We'll get that uploaded, and then we can do bad tribal decks. Also, my dailies are all blue-white. Okay, 2-0. 2-0. We could do dinosaurs. I don't think we got enough for dog tribal. There's cat tribal we can maybe do. See how that plays out. I think we keep... So it's a little awkward that we have these. But I think we lead on it. It's fine. Hopefully no cut down. The thing is, the cats and like the dogs, they have different tribals synergy. So I think hitting this is important, just because it taxes. Yeah, there's the Ren, but it's like 6 or 5 mana, I think. I'd rather just play Regal Caracal. I did it a while ago when it was an all-access event, because I was missing a lot of the rares. Okay, so we're going to go value here, I think. So this... So I have 2 options here. I think we go Heliod. And then go double spell the following turn. Because that lets me pomp, this also lets me block. If they go Rafine here, I still have a big enough blocker. And then this lets me, if I hit a land... Okay, so we go Commune. See if I hit Ossification. I have Teachings of the Kirin. I think we're just taking Teachings here. Pay the ward cost. We could do dinosaurs. We can do dragons. There's a dragon deck I wanted to play, so maybe we do it. Nick, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Skrelv not being able to block is a good sign. Spread around my effects here. So they could have Go for the Throat, but this is lethal otherwise. That's fine. Draw a card here. Spirited Companion gets a loop, which is also nice. And we got Ossification. So put a counter here. Put a counter here. Got him! Told you, this deck is good. This deck is good. Heliod was just a big dumb creature that game, but the way our opponent missed a land, we were able to cut him off the Rafine ability. So it was fine. They did have Denick out, which would have stopped the potential graveyard, but Heliod's meant more as a one-of. We want to draw him late game. The flip side against that deck doesn't really matter too much. Opponent goes first. I think we keep this. Ossification is a dead card, so it's worth noting. Mono red. No one drop's good. So I'm going to play this out. It's more than likely they have burn spell for this, but I want to get these spells out of my hand. Okay, either they are looking for a land, or they have more burn in hand, but it's like Jukai. If we get to untap with this and play Hallowed Haunting, it's really good for us. Oh yeah, that's really good. So if I do this, I can play Wedding Announcement, but I think prioritizing getting this out first is beneficial. Like, they can deal a lot of damage to me, but I'm gonna make a large, like... Okay, burning that early, also pretty solid for us. Because now I get to go this. I got my basic for ossification. This will make me a spirit. So they do have end the festivities, so we do need to be mindful of that. That can deal with my wide board, but try to make some tokens, go from there. Lightning Strike face. They have another end the festivities. Okay. Well, they are out of cards. Let's start with a commune here. Another seal to existence. Probably just taking that. And this is why I like seal, because in this case we can take their Mecha Warfare. Make another token. And then this Wedding Announcement flipping could then protect our stuff. Rampaging Raptor. Probably just taking the damage here. It's a little scary. I think we need to draw a card. We have a 3/3 back, so I can block a Raptor. So that's 4. Should be okay. That's a 10-piece. Toskia's. I forget what that one does. I'll check after this game. Is that the battle? Okay, we're at 4, but no Stoke the Flames. Boom. Just getting it down early. Let's see what Toskia's is. Let's see. Tokasi is welcome, or is that what you're referring to? I'm assuming this one, right, Rizu? I like the a couple copies of the vampire. What do we get? Zareth Singer. Like just having a couple copies for lifelink has been reasonable. The Catilda. I'd probably play Welcoming Vampire over it, but I think it's been alright. The other card we could play, like, this is just at times if they don't have removal against mono red, you can outscale them. It just helps with the races. How are we doing with the deck? Not bad. Overall, 20-5. Great hand. 1 drop, removal on 2 potentially. This is a black deck. Okay, I think they have cut down. Yep. So in this matchup, if they are an Invoke deck, which it looks like based on the double black. Okay, having double Wedding Announcement will be good. But we do want to find a Hallowed Haunting eventually. They usually don't play sweepers. At most, they might have Gix Command. But we'll see. Hopefully they just go Shieldred here. I'll take the 2. Yeah. I think just for mana efficiency, we do this. That's actually good, because I can do that. I want to take the card draw here while I still have the chance. Okay, second Shieldred. So we'll get rid of Shieldred here. Again, just want to take the card draw. And then this is nice because this insulates me. If I draw a land, I'll sack a Wedding Festivities because then I can buy it back with Heliod, which is nice as well. So like Invoke doesn't do much here. We play around that. Liliana doesn't really do much here.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we do. Sacrifices must be made.
I think we're just going face here. So do this. Do this. Because I'm going to draw a card off this Wedding Announcement. And then I have discard fodder. So even if they plus Liliana, like at this point of the game, I've just kind of gotten huge amounts of value out of him. And like here, Invoke Despair, okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Like, cool. I could rebuy this Spirited Companion.
Don't overthink things.
That's just lethal now. Or close to lethal. Probably safer just to do this.
I'll be back with friends.
We weren't killing him exactly that turn, just get rid of Liliana. Liliana could like minus, but Heliod showing its value, just eating up Shieldreds, all that. So clean 5-0 with the deck, 21-5 overall. Definitely if you're looking at a standard deck that's a little bit different than what we've seen thus far on the ladder, definitely give this one a check. I think it is a solid consideration, all things. Just having access to certain cards, like a bunch of catch-all removal, some things that rebuy, things that make tokens just by playing the game, and Wedding Announcement I think is a very effective card in Best of One right now. In any case, thanks for watching for those on the YouTube for the VOD, and we'll continue with the live stream. Thanks for watching.